Hey guys, it's Dr. Nico from Precision and Movement. Today we're going to be talking about hamstring pain, whether it be acute or chronic, in regards to the basketball athlete. So today we're actually going to give you some information on 1, how to manage it, 2, how to fix it in the long term, and 3, how to just move and perform better while you're on the court. So today, the first video, we're actually going to be talking about pain and flexibility and how it can relate to it. So say for example, Colin here, he's going to help us out. Let's say he was just playing and all of a sudden he just feels an intense pull in his hamstring, and it just happened like right then and there. So acutely, that might be something that you should avoid by stretching. So what you should do is actually do something light like pressure, resting it, ice, compression, elevating it, something like that. So in regards to knowing exactly what you feel, say for example, a small mild strain could just be like intense stiffness. More so like a grade 2 would be like discoloration in the tissue, meaning if it's like black, purple, or feel like it's bruised. And the more intense one, like a grade 3, would feel like very, very severe. It's hard for you to walk, it's hard for you to move. And I would suggest you actually go talk to a healthcare professional, whether it be a physical therapist or your physician, to get that checked out. So say for example, now let's say he's like 1 week out, maybe 2 weeks out, but he's still having some pain and he's still having some stiffness. So today we're actually going to be talking about on how to manage that part. So today what we have is something that we can do is like soft tissue mobility, just to make sure you're maintaining blood circulation and flexibility. What we have is a foam roller. So Colin's going to do is he's just going to put it right under his hamstring, right under his thigh, and he's just going to roll in and out of it. So the point of this is to find any tender spots that's feeling really, really tight and painful. And he's going to do more of like a self-massage or self-foam rolling. This is going to help just decrease some of the soreness, help increase some of the blood flow. But however, this is more so just managing the symptoms. This is more not necessarily fixing the problem, and we'll get into it pretty soon. Okay. So after he's done that, maybe you can do this for up to a minute. Maybe go 3 rounds of a minute, take a break in between if you need to. Obviously, you don't want to put too much pressure if it's painful, but go something where it's tolerable. Okay, so let's say you've done that for, let's say, 3 sets of a minute. Now what we want to do is stretch it. So what you can do now afterwards is grab a strap. You can grab maybe a towel, a dog leash, anything like that. And you just put this around your leg. So everything's going to be very passive. You're just going to relax as much as you can. So say, for example, let's go down all the way to the bottom. Say, for example, if his hamstring strain or pain is really severe, let's have you lift up. And he's having a lot of pain right then and there. Maybe it's not always just the hamstring, but it could be the nerve as well that could be irritated. So maybe if it's too intense, you don't want to maybe hold it, but you want to go up and down with it, just to give it some room to breathe. But today he's feeling good, so we're just going to go into the stretch. So have you lift up. So with this, all you want to feel is a nice strong stretch underneath the thigh and the hamstring area. And when it comes to stretching, you want to do at least up to a minute again, just to help increase some flexibility. And like I mentioned earlier, if it's too much to go this high, you can back it off a little bit. Just find a spot where it's really tolerable. Good. And back down. Okay. Go again. So just like what we did with the foam roller, maybe like 3 rounds of a minute. So let's talk about why this could happen. There are multiple reasons why this could happen. 1, we can talk about flexibility. It could be maybe just too tight. 2, maybe he's lacking strength in other areas, such as the glutes or anything, and we'll talk about that later on. Maybe his hamstrings are just overactive. Or thirdly, it can mean that he's probably moving poorly. He's probably not pushing off with his hips. He's mainly just dragging with his heel, but we'll get that into the next videos. All right, take a break.